Hey, it's Sarah Mesley with eXp Realty. Welcome back. And today I want to save you some money. I want to save you some time. I want to save you some potential hassle if you are a homeowner and if you're considering selling, even if it's like way down the road one day. And even if you own a property that's not in San Diego, this is still advice for you. So let's talk about solar. The most popular ways to acquire solar these days are by either purchasing it outright or by signing a lease. And that's most common if you can't afford to purchase it outright because, let's be honest, it's very expensive. But there's a couple of huge differences. So let's start with the appraised value of a home. When you sell a property, it is very likely, unless you sell to an all-cash buyer, that your buyer is going to have an appraisal. An appraisal is going to determine the value of the property, and it's important that it comes in high so that the buyer can get financing to purchase your property. If you have owned solar that you purchased outright, the appraiser is going to actually add value for that solar, so it's going to help you. If you have leased solar, the appraiser is typically going to assign zero value. And that is across the board, having spoken with many appraisers over the years. Leased solar adds zero value. In fact, they're not going to assign negative value, but it is going to be a deterrent to many buyers, and we'll get into that. So just know that signing a solar lease is not going to add value to your property. Now, my biggest concern, having had many listing appointments where I see sellers who have already signed solar leases, is that we've had a very competitive seller's market recently where there are multiple offers on just about everything, and it's been amazing. And it has made my job quite a lot easier in the sense that it's been very easy for me to get buyers to assume solar leases. Why? Well, there are multiple offers, so these buyers have to compete against the other buyers, and they'll do whatever it takes to get your property. But we don't know what the future holds. And when a down market comes, even though the market will always go back up over time, we know that there's dips. And let's say you have a property that's more unique or it's harder to find a buyer for that particular property. Just know that to a lot of potential buyers and home buyers, solar leases are a deterrent. I have specifically had buyers that will not even look at a property if it has a solar lease because they're not very excited about assuming essentially someone else's debt. So keep it in mind that if you're considering signing a solar lease and there's any chance that you might need to move soon, it would be better to simply not have it at all. Now, I know that was very tough. Don't feel bad if you already have a solar lease. Just know that we do sell properties all the time that have solar leases. Yes, we have to get the buyer to agree to assume it unless you're able to pay it off and pay it off through close, which does happen as well. But just know that it's something that we have to consider, and so it's all the more important that the property is priced correctly and marketed really well. If you have any questions about solar or you're curious about the value of your property, you can send me a message or you can check out the links. And don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in real estate content. Have a great day.